guys. I'm here to get into Network, which was directed by Sidney Lumet and released in the year 1976. And this just holds up as one of the absolute greatest moments of satire I've ever seen. This is Sidney Lumet holds up as now as my favorite project he made. I think Sidney Lumet was just at his prime era in the 70s with like Serpico, Die Afternoon. This, like, just wow, what a trio right there. I mean, this is just one of those films where like a lot of these moments are very iconic, and for a very good reason. It's like, you got that, I know I'm mad as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore, especially, but a lot of these scenes are just very, like, I don't know, it just seems like it's influential to so many, like, so much, like, 21st century art, particularly, and a lot of, like, Scorsese stuff, too. It just kind of conveying, as well as P.T. Anderson, but you could just kind of really see just overwhelming energy, anxiety-inducing scenarios, but it's like kind of like this, almost just like where it gets too dark in a lot of ways. You could say this guy's kind of a maniac, and he's also kind of going on obsessively about just like these things that resonate with humanity. But then like the obsessiveness on the newscast side, it all just kind of falls into complete madness, you could say. And the screenplay just perfectly depicts this thing going completely insane, like on side of this like strange kind of love story, and also it's just one of the strangest films ever made, one of the strangest satires I've ever seen. I guess simply put, this entire film is just an exploration on just comedy. You could say like the essence of comedy. Where does it get really dark? Where is it just like, because I think comedy's really now to me the most frightening subject matter, which I never knew it could be that way. Younger, I was obsessed with comedy, but now it's like back on me on a whole new level, which I appreciate all the more, because it's like looking at this film, you can kind of see where it's just plain old disturbing too. It's like, man, comedy might make it more, the things a person needs more clear than any other genre in a weird kind of way. Like from my genre, like the cinematography here is just perfect at conveying this just weird kind of story, which has all kind of commentary around, as you could say, just a really strange kind of satire. And it's just, everyone goes so far for this, just the pursuit for something that is never really ultimately fulfilled, you could say, in this project. And it's kind of just looking at its ability to make fun of it is honestly just what everyone kind of needs. I think that's what the tone that Lumet kind of conveys that masterfully resonates. It builds up like a dark subject matter, a dark perspective, you could say on a lot of ways. It is kind of like able to perfectly depict a satire around all of that. Where is madness taken like too far into depths? Where's the level you don't want it to get to? You can say. This is kind of just showing all of it right here, and this wonderful display. It's very creative how this is all portrayed. Really, you could say it's just separated from anything else I've ever seen. And yeah, like this is just hilarious from start to finish. It's completely insane. You can say from all the characters. I think all of this just kind of stands out. It's just very dark, disturbing. You say with everything like William Holden, Robert Duvall, Faye Dunaway, like Warren Beatty, like all these characters are just really timeless. Robert Duvall, Peter Finch. This is all very insane, and yeah, it even reminds me a lot of a film depiction of a lot of like the guys like Frank Zappa were on to in the music world. Like it just feels like everything is just so insane, right? I don't know, it just kind of ends up being one of those timeless projects that just really resonates more with age as a perfectly neutral sort of depiction on a lot of like comedic perspective. Like the root of comedic perspective can be a very dark, dangerous place, and that's like it, right? And that's kind of what this film is like looking at in a very insane kind of way, quite literally. Like this film is just going insane. So this just gets strongly recommended from start to finish.